Hey guys.
We're here to check out the latest video single from Antiqva, Anadem Gyre. Is that correct?
Don't ask me.
I'm looking at you.
Don't look at me either.
I'm going with it. I mean, Anadem Gyre. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce. Fuck, man, I really struggle with my pronunciation.
And that's why I let you do it. Because it's funnier for me to listen to someone else fuck it up.
It doesn't sound really good to me when I just said it.
Yeah, but to me it's funny that you're fucking it up because
Not on
I'm
purpose,
also,
though.
I know, but I'm also the one not doing it, so it's also very satisfying.
Yeah, you just sit back and see me squirmish.
Exactly.
Trying to pronounce things right. Anyways, their latest video, their latest single. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. Wow. All right. You don't have to see the the cast, but I'm just now I don't trust myself. I just gotta click and see, make sure we don't miss anything.
I'm kind of sad.
I feel like it's too short.
I saw it ended at 4 minutes, but it says I thought we were getting a full 5 minutes here.
Yeah, I know, but it's the other one is the other minute is the credits.
Is the credits. I feel cheaped out of that last minute. I know that they could have done something spectacular.
The only issue I have with this song is it's just not long enough.
Exactly. That's my only issue.
That's my only issue. I feel like a song like this needs at least 6 minutes, maybe? At least 5.
I think if I'm listening to an album and this song comes on...
Oh, but this is very different from the first single that they released.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're going to get a whole album that sounds exactly like this. I'm starting to get a feeling like they're going to go in a lot of different directions throughout this record.
And this is definitely...
Not following just one path from beginning to end where every song sounds not the same, but like very similar to one another. I feel like the album is going to be very eclectic because the band is made up of a lot of different members that have had projects or have bands that are very different from each other. So I think they're bringing all of their influences, they're bringing everything that they like to do into the picture, everything that they like to listen to into the picture. And this is not going to be one of those records that's going to have like a linear path that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into from beginning all the way to the end. This album is going to be a little bit of a roller coaster ride. At least that's the impression that I'm getting. But anyways, I still feel the song should have been at least 5 minutes long.
It should have been longer.
5-6 minutes would have been perfect.
Yeah.
5-6 minutes.
Because it was putting me in a trance and I'm just like...
Had a little bit of a Druid vibe. Didn't you get that?
Druid, yeah. But it had those... certain sounds...
Like the witches that live in the woods.
Yeah.
They hold hands during the winter solstice. And they sing songs to the old gods and the new gods. Did you get that vibe? I totally got that vibe.
Yeah, I kind of got that. More of it was... I don't know how to say it. More not native, but through...
I know what you're saying. It had like a earthy sound to it.
Yeah, very, very earthy. And then there was those parts of those...
Humming?
It's the humming. Yeah, it was the throat.
Yeah, almost like a throat singing.
It was almost like Mongolian throat singing.
Or like Nitland. They do that too.
Yeah.
Or Heilung. Actually, this song reminds me of 3 bands. Wardruna, Heilung, and Nitland. There's a little bit of those 3 bands into how this song comes together. But yeah, the throat. Go ahead.
Oh, I love that. I love the throat singing. It's such a different sound.
But it's so earthy, isn't it?
And unlike, I know every guitar player can play guitar different from each other, but there's always those guitar players who they can do the same thing as others. And then there's the vocalists where some vocalists sound the same and all. But when it comes to throat singing, everyone is different. It doesn't matter, like, anything.
It's very unique to the person who's doing it.
Exactly, because the person who's doing it has a different technique. Or they have the same technique, but since it's a different voice...
Yeah, it comes out in a different tone.
It's going to come out in a different tone.
I agree with you 100%. You can easily, for a guitar player, you can do a cover of a song, like an instrumental cover of a song, and sound almost as good or exactly as the original. But when it comes to throat singing, it's very specific to the person who's doing it. 100%.
Maybe not vocals. I took vocals. Maybe not vocals.
No, but there's vocalists that have like similar techniques or similar voices. It's still kind of... It could fit into that range, but I feel like throat singing is so unique within itself that there's no 2 guys or 2 ladies that sound remotely similar. They all sound unique. I love that.
Yeah.
That was... It just puts you like in a different place.
Yeah, but that's what's putting you in the trance. That's what's, kind of letting you flow through the song.
The female vocals on this track were magnificent too, because they kind of added this aura to the song.
This mist.
Yeah, because you had in the background the heaviness of the grounding, of the earthiness of the more throat approach, and then the levitation that came from the female vocals just lifted up the track and made the track feel a little bit lighter, even though the other vocals on the background are pulling it down. So you get this 2 polar opposites. One is pulling down the song while the other one is trying to bring the song up. So they're kind of trying to coexist with one another. I thought it was magnificent. The combination of those 2 worked really well for me. The drums also very earthy, with a very earthy sound that kind of matched that throat singing approach. So the drums kind of had that same feel to it. A song that just kind of creates this incredible atmosphere that you lose yourself in it. The video really helped too.
Yeah.
Because the video also had nature played a huge part in the video. and the song itself has has the roots in nature in terms of how it feels, in terms of how it sounds. So I felt that the combination of the video with the song played perfectly together. I'm not even going to try to understand what the video is all about, because I'm kind of lost in terms of what was happening in the video. I think there's Mother Nature there at some point in time, and there's a little bit of that. The moths, I don't know what the moths are representing when they're coming out of his mouth. It looks like he's going to kill himself, or he's dying in the face of Mother Nature, and then the moths come out. So is that like a rebirth of sorts?
Like his soul?
Yeah, maybe there's...
That's his soul slowly leaving.
Yeah, either that or you're shedding a skin, just like some animals shed their skin from season to season. So maybe that's what's happening there. Yeah, it's really... The video is interesting. It adds to the dynamic of the song, but my only issue with this track is it's not long enough.
Yeah.
It needed to be at least 5 minutes. I was going to say 6 minutes would have been perfect.
6 minutes is perfect, but 5 minutes is acceptable.
Yeah. I just felt like to me, it felt like when the song was starting to get good, it ended. Not that it wasn't good before, but there's a little bit of a crescendo. There's a little bit of a build-up that the track has. So when it gets to that point where you're like, oh shit, now it's like the meat and bones of the song are coming in, like the full course is in front of you. It's no longer the appetizers, it's the full course. And then it kind of ends. It needed to simmer a little bit more and allow us to kind of enjoy and digest that part of the track. But like you said earlier on, we don't know in the album, maybe the song that comes after this one will kind of continue where this one left off.
Maybe it'll have some DNA of
this one and then merges into something different.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it's going to go. So it will be interesting to see how it plays out in the context of the record. But I love these kind of tracks. It's just sit back, listen to it, and you just
relax.
Just relax. Yeah, it's super relaxing. All right, guys, this is it for this video. Let us know your thoughts on the band, on the 2 videos that they've released. Use that comment section and hit us up. Let us know what you're thinking about Antiqva and their videos and their songs. All right, and we'll see you at the next video. Take care, guys.